What's up, fam? I gotta make this video. Just like all you guys, I love watching these cars on like 1320 and everything on YouTube. I love seeing these fast ass rides, boosted, supercharged, turbos, whatever. Twin turbo, LSXs, LS swaps, all that crazy shit. And you know, if you guys noticed lately, every fucking car in these fucking videos make over 1,000 horsepower, over 1,000 horsepower, and you know, people gotta understand, man, that is not. Listen, these cars making over 1,000 horse, those are half-mile run cars, man. Those are those Texas mile cars. Those cars are not winning races on the fucking street. And I'm not talking about drag racing. I'm not talking about slicks and the drag strip and the cars that you can't fucking drive on the street. I like to daily my car. I like to be able to drive it every fucking day. I like to go, you know, down the street, down Gratiot, something, cruising down Woodward or whatever, and be able to race somebody if I feel like it. And no, I'm not going to spin like fucking crazy all over the place. But it's hilarious to me, like, these people think if you're not making 1,000 horsepower, you don't got a fast car. And guess what? You are completely wrong. Because I got a friend that, really close friend that has a Trans Am SW6 or whatever. And that car makes somewhere a little over 900 to the tire. And I rode in the car. I've messed around with them. And I tell you what, that car spins like crazy. And I mean, it is scary how much this fucking car spins, man. And he's on slicks. It's almost a pain in the ass to drive. Not only that, he don't have AC. He don't have none of the luxuries you want when you want to drive your car every day. So basically, it's a fucking race car. You know what I mean? He might drive it from the house to his work and back, and that was probably a pain in the ass. So he technically never drives a car. You know, go figure. But regardless of all that, to me, the right amount of horsepower, depending on how heavy your car is or whatnot, but let's just say my Corvette, I make 585 to the tire. 585 to the tire. So that's, you know, over what, 650 to the crank, whatever, who gives a shit. But the car weighs what, 3,200 pounds, maybe a little bit more of my system and whatnot. And that car spins. You know, I do 30 rolls and my car is spinning. You know what I mean? I'm a hook, a little better with a better tire, which I have now. But in general, it still spins. So technically, if you're making 700 to the crank and your car's heavier, you know, you're racing. If you're making 650 to the tire, your car's lighter, you're racing. But remember, spinning ain't winning. These guys will be making 450 horse or 500 horse and blowing you away, and you're making 100 more horsepower than them. And you wonder why. Because they're not spinning, they just go. If your car is not all-wheel drive, you're going to be spinning like fucking crazy. So listen, guys, I wanted to make this video, man. You guys got to relax with all this freaking horsepower. You do not need all this fucking horsepower unless you're doing the Texas Mile. And even those guys, it takes forever before they can actually go full boost. They have to have boost controllers. They have to have all this crazy shit in order for them not to spin all out and basically end up in a wall. So, I don't know. I just had to say it, man. You know, you don't need 1,000 horsepower if you're into street racing. If you're into track racing, you're on slicks, you know, things like that, or you're doing the Texas Mile, man, dude, 2,000 horse, I don't give a shit. Bro. I'm just telling these cats, man, you don't need all that horsepower if you want to win races on the street. So, peace out, man. Thanks for watching.